Hey all, in the first video, I went over transferring points that you earn from Chase, Amex, or Citi over to frequent flyer programs, to the individual airlines, as opposed to using Chase Ultimate Rewards to offset purchases, point for penny, basically. In my second video, I went over why I'm against double cash cards. I just don't think that they have the value that you can get by getting miles into a frequent flyer program. In this video, I'm going to go over how to choose which airline to go after. And once you figure out what airline you can go after, they have their frequent flyer miles, and then you choose a card that you can get frequent flyer miles on. So I've written a script to try to make sure that I cover everything that I can in the shortest amount of time, giving out good information without stumbling over and drifting off topics. So hopefully I don't trip over my tongue. But in future videos, we'll go over how all this affects your credit and also strategies on spending with different cards so that you can earn the maximum amount of points and get to your vacations and your trips a lot quicker. So, which airline do you go after? Which frequent flyer program do you want to put your money in? You can't say I want a Chase card if you don't know where you're flying to. Who knows? Maybe with all the transfer partners that Chase has, you may not be able to get to a certain destination if you don't have the correct transfer opportunities with the card that you get. So here's a case study to show how complicated this can get, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to clear up that case study. So, for example, I live in Denver. There's a United hub here. I should go after Mileage Plus, which is United points. I could go after them. That's an option. Living in Atlanta, you're in a Delta hub. You could go after Delta points, after the Delta Sky Miles. American Airlines, you can go after if you're in California or New York. It really doesn't matter. I actually live in Denver. A United hub is here. American is nowhere near. But I go after American Advantage points because of the destinations that I like to go. So it's very important to look at where you want to go when trying to figure out which card you want. And here's how it gets complex. Chase Ultimate Rewards can transfer to, say, United Mileage Plus, their frequent flyer program. But all airlines like United also have alliances and partnerships with other airlines. And you can use one airline's points with a whole mess of other airlines because they're all part of an alliance. For example, Chase Rewards transfer them to United Mileage Plus. This gets me an award seat on United, but it also can, since United's a member of the Star Alliance, which there's a bunch of airlines that are members of the Star Alliance, then I can fly to many different destinations that all those other airlines fly to by using the United miles. Some of these airlines just for the Star Alliance, which United is a member of, other airlines are Adria Airlines, Aegean Airlines, Air Canada, Air China, Air India, Air New Zealand, ANA, Asiana, Austrian, Avianca in Brazil, Brussels Airlines, Copa Airlines, Croatia Airlines, Egypt Air, Ethiopian Airlines, EVA Airlines, LOT Polish Airlines, Lufthansa, SAS, Shenzhen Airlines, Singapore Airlines, South African Airways, Swiss, TAP Portugal, Thai Airlines, Turkish Airlines, and United Airlines. In addition, that's part of the Star Alliance. In addition to that, United has partners that you may or may not be able to earn and or spend your miles on. And those include Aer Lingus, Air Mar, Air Dolomiti, Azul, Cape Air, Edgewise, Germanwings, Great Lakes Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, Island Air, Jet Airways, and Silver Airways. That is a lot. Similar, if you were going after Amex membership rewards, you can transfer Amex membership rewards to, say, Delta. Delta is a member of the Sky Alliance. United is the member of the Star Alliance. Sky Alliance has many, many airlines that are attached to it. So the idea is to not go after the card first and then figure out where you want to fly. I like to figure out where I want to fly first and then go after the card. And here's how you can do that. Think about the place that you want to go. For this example, I'm going to use Hong Kong. So, let me bring up my screen. And I'm going to go to Google Flights. That's http://flights.google.com. And I'm going to put this down in the description so you can just click on it. Type in your origin. For me, it's Denver. Type in your destination, Hong Kong. And it's going to show all the flights that you can get. Not all of them, but it shows a good amount of flights you can get. And notice the different airlines. You can see United. You can see Delta. You can see multiple airlines. These are just ways that you could get there if you paid for your flights. Take a quick note of which airlines are common in getting from your origination to your destination. If you go and you find and you click on airlines, you can choose from your list one of the alliances. Say, I'm going to choose Star Alliance. That'll give me the airlines in Star Alliance that'll get me to Hong Kong. I can go back and do it for American as well. And that shows me all of the airlines in One World Alliance. That's the one that American Airlines is in, that will get me to Hong Kong. Now I know that I can get to Hong Kong using United or American. Now going with our previous example, if we were earning Chase Ultimate Rewards points, I would transfer them to United, and then I have several options to use those points on United to get to Hong Kong using the Star Alliance. Another thing is, instead of going to flights.google.com, you can Google your terms. Just put in like award flights to Ireland, award flights to Spain, and see which airlines. There's actually a ton of very informational blogs out there from people who have done what you're trying to do. Use award points to get to a certain destination, and whether you want to fly economy, business, or first class, a lot of these blogs talk about which points are easiest to get seats on those flights. One of the strategies is exploiting all the measures to get the most amount of points possible for any given airline. If you want United points, I want to go after the Star Alliance and get United points. I know that I can go after Chase Ultimate Rewards, which transfers into United Mileage Plus, or I can go after the airline credit card itself. United has its own credit card with Chase called United Mileage Plus, which is, they have different iterations as time goes on. Each credit card that they come out with, you can earn miles on that airline. And that's one of my strategies, is to go after several cards that earn points for the same airline and start piling them up. Here in the States, you're going to have the three main carriers, which are United, Delta, and American, which are international carriers. You'll have some local ones that you can go after too, like Southwest and Frontier, even though they do have some slight international flights. The three main ones that you'll have are United, Delta, and American Airlines. At this point, you may be asking yourself, well, how does all this affect my credit? If I'm applying for more than one card, that's going to tank my credit. Well, I'm going to show you my credit. I'm going to show you the effect that applying for a credit card has. I'm going to show you the effect that applying for multiple credit cards has. And you can make the choice for yourself. So in future videos, I will show you more information about my credit and others, and I will go into spending strategies and how to get the most out of certain credit cards. There's also other ways to earn a bunch of points. Right now I'm earning points and I'm not even getting credit cards or doing anything else. I put money in a bank and I'm making points. So there's many different strategies to earning lots of points. If you're finding the information that I'm providing in these videos helpful, subscribe to the channel. The more likes and subscribes that I get, the more motivated I am to go out and do them for you. All right? Thanks.